Top of the morning, guys. It's a massive day for us South Africans living in Australia today because the Springboks are playing the Wallabies later. And our whole family's going to go watch it in Brisbane, and I'm super stoked. So I've got my rugby gear on, the kids have got theirs, their outfits, and yeah, I'm just so amped about that. But I thought I'd squeeze in another video before we go. Really would love to actually finish the UR for this puzzle game today, and so we can move on to the logic. um, so yesterday we basically got the little how to play dialogue going. We got the hint dialogue going, and then we also finished up the sorting and inputs on all of our little puzzle. So what's left? We still have the success dialogue to tackle. So once if the user gets the their puzzle right, once they submit, then we would show them a success dialogue. And there are a few things we wanted to do there. We just wanted to show them some message, woohoo, like you did it kind of thing, and then like a little GIF. The number of attempts they used. Did they use the hint? And how long did it take them? And later we'll add things like score, which will be made up of like all the things above, and maybe like a leaderboard. You came, first, second, third in the world today, and obviously a share button. Okay, but for now, let's just focus on these, and we'll just handle the UR portion. The time taken will handle the actual logic later when we manage all the logic. But for now, let's just see if we can whip something up in terms of the UR. So yesterday, naughty, I didn't commit again. So we should just make sure we committed our changes, and I'm just gonna make sure the changes were just relevant to the help dialogue. Added help dialogue and up. Oh no, yes, that's exactly the one I'm looking for. Cool, so we'll just commit that. Linted, no, something's defined but not used. Why is it not used? Let's just make sure the puzzle piece icon. Okay, we moved it to hint icon. Yep, makes sense. Okay, cool, let's commit that stuff. Linted again. Awesome. Okay, that is cool. Okay, cool. So let's go and create another dialogue for the success. So basically we're gonna be sending the puzzle state to the back end once the user clicks submit, and then we're gonna use the response to determine if we should show them the success dialogue or not. So we can stick to using a root again. So we'll just go and let's pretend we have a on submit over here. Actually, I'm going to pop it. Yeah, so we have the event handlers above the render handlers. And I'm not actually going to do anything. I'm just going to do this to illustrate what we'll do. So we'll say is valid, I think we said, is success. And then if is success, we will, so this is success will be the result of some kind of async function, and we will then go yes, if it's successful, navigate to the roots of puzzle success. Cool, that works for me. Let's go and pop that in here, puzzle success, and yep, that's cool. We don't actually have to link it anywhere, but maybe we can just pop it here for now, just so we can test that our navigation is working. And then I'll just grab the hint and go change it to success. Change this to puzzle success dialogue. And I'm just wondering if we need, what data do we need here? Okay, so the GIF is going to come from the puzzle data, I think. Yes, success storage path. And we'll use that to get the download URL. Number of attempts we will also get from user data, but it will be from the user result. So we'll need this as well. And in fact, is result, we need something like that. I'm just going to make a note for future when we come and do a bit of a refinement. Handle this loading state. And then I want to grab this as well, because this, yeah, so the success, we'll also need this. We'll just pretend the user had one attempt. It's complaining about, oh, we're using result from post CSS. Lovely. Maybe that's an opportunity to refine our type. So we got puzzles, results. I might just rename this to puzzle results. We could still keep this results because that's the collection is going to be named results, but the type itself is a puzzle results. Yes, cool. Update it here. Then we won't run into that issue again. Okay, let's pretend they just had one attempt. And yes, cool. I think that'll work. And what other data do we need here? We got the, did they use the hint? Did they use the hint? I wonder if we should, now I'm just trying to decide, do we keep it in app state or do we send it up with the validate puzzle function? So we can either, we could either keep some state and then if they did show the hint, yeah, I think we actually need it in state. So let's do that quickly. It's sort of in the realm of, it's between logic and UI, but I'll just handle it here for now. What to name it? The puzzle hint. We want some state that is shared between these two pages and it's related to the puzzle. So I might just keep it in the puzzles domain, which we will later add as well. And I think we'll add a hooks folder. So with, you know, I like to add separate domains for each thing and then have like a separate API folder within there, hooks, utils, fixtures, whatever we need. Yeah, okay. So let's just go use has, what did we say? Have use the hint. Did they use the hint? Okay. Has used hint. Use has used int. Use has. Yeah, I'm just thinking of the hook name. Use hint used. Okay, whatever. Let's do that. And for this, we can use my little friend Jatai, which is a cool little state manager, and it is so simple. It looks like a hook basically, and yeah, just ignore all this. I'll show you an example here of one I've done before. So this is just your basic atom, they call it, and this is the hook, use hint use. So we just make it a boolean, but you could, if you needed something else, you could have an object in here with some just any sort of fields, and then you could type it over here. You could, sorry, atom, we could make it persist to local storage, and I think we'd use atom with storage. What's it called again? Just want to show you because that's really handy too, in case the user leaves and comes back. Persistence, atom with storage. Atom with storage. I don't know why it's not suggesting it. I know it is in this package. And then we give it a key to say, you know, hint used. So if we want to do persistent to storage, we could quite easily. And how we use this package, how we use this hook, is just like use state. Where should we pop him? Let's pop it with the other state. So we go hint used, set hint used equals use state. Sorry, not use state, use hint used. And then we must just, we don't need that actually. We just need to know, we just need to be able to set on show hint. So we'll go make sure we set that hint use true. And then in our success dialog, we can actually go and use that state. use hint used. Nice and simple. A few lines of code and we have basically now state that, persists for the session or could persist to local storage if we wanted it to. And yeah, just beats all that Redux boilerplate or even just using context, hands down. I think this uses context under the hood anyway. So yeah, quite a nice, useful abstraction. And I think that might work. We might revisit it when we take a look at the logic. I don't know if we should send this to the backend at all, because users may be able to jimmy the system. If they reload the page, then that's gonna be false, basically. It's gonna become our default. But let's leave it for now. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we got the hint used. What other data do we need? Time taken. Time taken will be something similar, but let's pretend that we've got it. Time taken equals, we'll probably have it in milliseconds. So say they took 2 minutes, 60 seconds times by 2 times by milliseconds, rather 2 times 60 seconds times by 1000 milliseconds. So it's 2 minutes, and that will measure once they start the puzzle, so once they land on this page, and then to the point where we actually get success from the back end. And then we'll also do something similar using some kind of hook to track that. And likewise, if we didn't want to track it in a hook in state, if we wanted to track it in the backend, we would just send a started time and then a stop time we can infer. And then we can infer the duration. So yeah, we'll handle that later, but at least for now we've got some data for our UR. Cool. Okay, so let's move on to our copy. I think I'm gonna just outsource this to ChatGPT quickly. Let's say building a success dialog for what the pics say. Can you please return some copy? And it should know what the pics say is. It's stored in my memories. Well done, you've solved it. You've mastered this round. Your stats. Next puzzle we won't have. We won't have share for now, but we'll have time taken and hint used and all that stuff. Streak we can definitely do later. Might just add that because that is pretty cool. Okay, let's use that, and we can obviously refine it later. Well done, you've solved it. Well done, you solved it. Woohoo! I prefer woohoo. You cracked it. You cracked it. There we go. That's more me, I think. And then let's just have some stats. Yeah, I think a list makes sense. And then I think I'll just leave that out for now. Okay, so let's move my head back, and we shall keep that loading state in case we need it for this stuff, but we will also then have just go heading text. What are we going to say? Stats. Oh wait, we haven't actually rendered our route yet, so that button click won't work. Let's go pop it in. Router. And then route path routes.puzzle success. Nope. Puzzle success dialog. Now it should work. Submit. Woohoo, you've cracked it. Stats. You've cracked it. Stats. Your stats. And we wanted to say, oh yes, we wanted a celebration GIF. Okay, so we'll do that over here. Let's go image sorry. So source equals, I just wonder, we did create a bit of an image with error and loading state earlier. I wonder if we can't just reuse this. how do we handle the partial match? Because that is pretty specific to this image, but I do like this as a reusable component. Okay, this is very specific. It's got hearts, class names. Oh, let's keep it separate for now. And I don't actually know if I'm gonna mess with the loading state too much now, because we can just, what we're gonna do is basically go const download URL equals something like that. Download URL loading equals false, and over here we can just go, if puzzle is loading or download URL is loading, just display our loading state, and we can just avoid all that additional complexity for now. Download your certificate. Okay, I mean, qualified Wordle-style image puzzle game solver. Okay, so alt celebration GIF, and we will have some, pop the class name. Yeah, what? Add some BG, add some roundedness. Anything else? What else do we normally add to these? MD BG base 200, height and width. I'm happy to stretch it full width. Maybe. Yeah. And then we can just do a placeholder for now. Refine the size. Yeah, we'll probably need to refine that. Skeleton. Just checking if we need to. Aspect. We don't need that. Where's my image? No height, probably. This isn't loading. That's not true. Okay, let's see what's happening here. We can't see our image for some reason. Image? Okay, it's got no height. Is this actually giving us anything? What placeholders are we using here? Yeah, should do. Cool. I think maybe because we're not setting a height. Let's test it. Is that not loading? Pending. Okay, we're having some issues with our network connection, and okay, there it's come through now, and that's just given me a clue to maybe we do need to handle the error state and additional image loading state, and I'll just make a note of that. Fix image loading state with bad connection. Okay, right, cool. Wonder, can we use aspect square here? Or do we need to actually have a width, height and width set? Yeah. Maybe. Let's make it explicit. Okay, let's try that, and maybe we'll censor it. Is this giving us, no? Do I want to censor it? Wonder if text censor would work, yeah. No, self censor, but that does. Just might look a bit weird when we have our stats aligned to the left, but let's see. Okay, cool. So let's go for a list here, and we'll do list. Again, we might actually map over an array here, like we did with the help dialog. Maybe something a bit less complex there. What did we say we needed? We needed number of attempts, hint used, time taken. Okay, so we can keep this simple and just go and render strings. Okay, so we'll go stats, and we will have, yes, that's perfect. Actually, just what I wanted. Time taken, attempts, hint used. Woohoo! Date. Don't know if we need date there. Maybe, no, we can leave date for now. Time taken, attempts, hint used. Perfect. And I'm just wondering, because this is going to be dependent on some data. So I might just move this in here. And we'll go and just format the stuff. So if the hint was used, we'll say yes. Otherwise, say no. Attempts used will be results data.attempts. Does it have to be a string? Doesn't have to. And then our time taken is going to be in milliseconds. So over here, we just need to go for date. How do we do that with day.js? Day.js. Let's just go. How to format time in milliseconds using day.js into minutes, hours if need be. Format time. I feel like I have a helper like this already. Now I've got format date. I feel like there's an easier way to do this. Day.js would have had this baked in. No doubt. Like almost formatting a duration. Durations. There we go. So we've got duration. What? Extend. Got to extend the day.js with a plugin. And then pass in milliseconds, and then we can probably go ahead and format that how we see fit. I feel like I've done this before and there was an easier way. I'll just have a look at my cookbook projects quickly. Format time, duration. No. No, I think I did like X hours ago. May not work for us. Okay, let's go. Let's stick to this then. I don't know why this is using day.js. It's not even using it at all in here. Extend duration plugin. Let's test it out. Let's see. Date. We already have some stuff here, but I'm gonna go and grab this one. Import duration from boom. Day.js plugin. Day.js extend duration. Let's go play with that quickly. Because this shouldn't be that difficult, and I could write my own function, but I just want to try and take the easier road. So I already want to format it to, you know, minutes and seconds, but if hours are present, sort of like add hours. So let's see what happens if we go, just do this in the console. So long date. How did they say we use it? Day.js.duration. Okay, duration, time taken. Oh, humanized, serious? That's exactly what I was looking for. I knew someone solved this before. Success dialog. Oh. Oh, really? What's the problem? Seems to be having some issue with our cull. Has this changed? since I last used it. Okay. I mean, this stuff could probably take out. So not too phased. Still. Oh, okay. It's actually to do with our humanize. Okay, let's just see what this looks like. That's got to work, surely. Okay, so we have something here. It's passed it. Brilliant. I'm pretty sure we could format it. And why does humanize not work? Because it would be nice if it could just work. This actually looks like an issue that's probably cropped up with someone before. Oh, okay. That needs another plugin by the looks of it. The internet is so slow right now. I'm just gonna pause. 2 minutes later, managed to load the page, and turns out we need another plugin for DJS. So that's something that's not in the docs, but let's go. Import relative time from that, and then we also need to extend before, after, doesn't matter. Okay, and yay, 2 minutes, awesome. So it's humanized it. We don't have to fuss too much with that sort of logic, and I'm actually gonna make a note to add this to my utils package. Let's quickly make a note here. Add format duration to utils package, because that's so handy to have, and I don't want to have to do the searching again. Okay, so time taken, boom, awesome. So we got some stats. Result data loading, we'll pop that in there too. After that one. Got some stats, let's render them. So for each stat, we want to go ahead and render a list.item with a key. Yes, that's perfect. Except, I think we've used this sort of decomposed API. And looks okay. Label value, yay, awesome. Okay, so we have some stats and they look half decent. Your stats maybe could look a bit different. Why is there so much gap here? Oh, we got some default gap in the dialog content, which is handy, but right now we don't want it. And I don't know about this heading text. Your stats. Little bit of gap, and I could add margin instead, but a little bit, but I might add something else in here, and then it automatically gets the gap. Cool, I like that. Is there anything else we need here? Celebration GIF message. Woohoo, you've cracked it. Celebration GIF. And then maybe like just a button. Just say dialog.actions, button, class name, button primary. And what could our text be? Maybe done. Done. Such an anticlimax. After all my work. Yeah, okay. Should be okay. And then on click, we'll just, what will we do on click? Maybe just on done. I'll call this on submit because I might change done later. on submit equals use callback. I might just close this. And done. Boom, boom, that closes. We could go home to, not sure yet. And the reason I'm not reusing this on close handler is because this is actually a separate action, and we may change where it navigates to in the future. So I'm just gonna future-proof it by giving it its own callback. And cool, I think this is good. It should work nicely on desktop too. Probably have a score there. Yeah. Okay, awesome. We've done the success dialog. What else? Yeah, I think next up we're gonna just do a short round of some tweaks, just refining it, especially on desktop. There are a few issues we need to look at, and then we can finally move on to the logic, which is going to be a lot of fun. And I actually thought that the logic was going to take longer, but it feels like the UI took way longer. But yeah, I ran into sorting issues, but I'm pretty happy with the results. And yeah, awesome. Cool, so what's next? We're gonna go watch the rugby, and yeah, so hopefully SA wins. I know they will. Boka! And yeah, I've got to sign out in a different language, so I think it's only apt that I sign out in something South African. So tot ziens, hambaka kuchle. Cheers.